guys, PeeCarNoo here, bringing you guys on the GTA 5 video, and in today's video what I thought I'd be doing is just talking through some of the main changes of this Bikers DLC and why some things have affected the racing side of GTA 5. This video should have been up a couple of days ago. For some reason I completely messed up, but anyway, we're going to be going into the main subjects of this DLC and why I think personally Rockstar have absolutely bottled it in terms of this DLC. Now, the reason I'm saying this straight off the bat is because there's multiple things that actually add up to be one of the most annoying DLCs in terms of unprepared by Rockstar, just complete BS by Rockstar, and things that didn't even need to be changed, which are changed now, and just generally some other shit. So what I'm going to be doing is, in this video, talking about all the main issues, but there's also a post linked in the description, so there's a support ticket linked in the description. Go ahead, pause this video now if you want, go to that link, make sure you upvote it, because I want to get basically as much attention as possible to this, because the first thing that has really messed this up, right, is the Sterling GT has been moved into the sports car category. Now, I know before you start disliking the video, it's probably a glitch for the time being. It's still in the sports classic class technically, as you can see now in the bottom right corner. I chose a sports race, but I'm in the Sterling GT, but it's still saying sports classic. But why is this? Why have Rockstar even done this? How does this even happen? How does this even happen in a game that is 3 years old now, right? It's nothing to do with them like messing up. There's something that they've maybe done intentionally, maybe they wanted to do this, sort of like multi-class racing. They thought, we'll just sneak a car in there, but at the end of the day, why don't they just do it? Like, what is the bad thing about it? Why can't we have super and sport car races in the same race? Why can't we have sports classic and muscle cars going against each other? Why is it so broken like that? So why does that happen? But anyway, that is the main thing. The Sterling GT has been moved into the sports now. Obviously, the Sterling GT is very, very good in terms of traction. It's not going to be up there with the highest sports cars, but it is sort of mid-tier, and it can compete with some of the highest sport cars if you're a good driver. But that is just one of the annoying things in this Biker DLC. The Sterling GT has now been moved into the sports classic. If it's a glitch, if it's intentional, if it is intentional, you know, fair enough, but why one car? If it isn't, then why are Rockstar making these silly mistakes after 3 years? Next thing we have, no GTA mode in stunt races. Now, I know what you're going to be saying. Why would you want GTA mode in stunt races? You know, we don't want to be blowing each other up and shooting people in the forehead. Well, to be honest with you, you're right about that and typical stunt races, but for the GTA community, like the racing community, like you probably know from this channel, I do a lot of events, a lot of races, a lot of playlist races, and sometimes we need these GTA mode races in order to spawn cars in for people that haven't got the car, for maybe money issues, or it's maybe blown up or something like that. But we just need it to make events, you know. In order to do that, GTA mode is so important. And because now with the new props, if we turn any of the new props into our tracks, it's classed as a stunt race, and we are no longer able to use that GTA mode. So we can't, you know, spawn in cars. And going by that, from what I've heard, you can only spawn one car in at a time now. Well, not even one car at a time. You can only spawn your car once for someone. So before, you could spawn your car in as many times as you want. You know, you could hit like 35 million cars if you wanted to spawn in at one time. That's just a lie, but you know what I'm saying. You could fill the whole lobby with your own car. Now you can't. Now you've got to have another person doing it. So why is that, Rockstar? Why break something that is not even broken, if that makes sense? You don't need to change that. So we can't do events, you know, organisation like we used to do. That's not going to happen anymore, because it's shit like this that really messes it up. So that is probably one of the worst things that I think Rockstar have done in this DLC, and they're so hidden. Like, they didn't talk about this. They just completely patch it and just keep quiet. Like, why? Why do that? Okay, the next thing. Now, this isn't really an issue for me, but it is an issue for many people in the scene. No more dropping your cars, or no more stancing your cars. Okay, why again? Why, Rockstar, have you done this? What did dropping your car or stancing your car in the game do? In fact, it brought a whole different scene towards the game. People that wasn't even interested in GTA bought this game just because of the car meets, and it's true. People, if you look on Instagram, yeah, the amount of car meets you see, amount of cinematic videos you see on Rockstar Editor just by doing this, it's crazy. And you're probably thinking, well, if you shoot your tyres all the way down in stance your car, then your performance increases, you get insane top speed, and you do this and you do that. At the end of the day, it didn't hurt the game. Why was that a thing? It's been in this game since all the way from GTA 4, where you could shoot the tyres and drop the car completely. You don't need to remove this. And even for the drifting scene in GTA, it helped them as well, because obviously dropping your car made the suspension really fuck up, and just you're able to sort of bring your car around corners really, really nicely in terms of drifting. You could do that, and now you can't, because Rockstar seem to think by restricting these things will help them. But at the end of the day, there's millions and millions of money glitches out there, and all these other YouTubers completely spamming the subscription boxes with money glitches, and Rockstar don't do a thing about that, but instead they patch cars that are being stanced. Like, really? Is this serious now? So that's another thing that's really annoyed me. Another thing, now this is not an annoying really, but the RE7B and the other high performance supercars, the ETR1 and things like that, the Tyrus, have been, but they've been capped basically. The top speed has been brought down, and they're basically pretty much on par with the top supercars such as the T20 and things like that. And although they're still quicker, like 1 or 2 seconds quicker, you're not going by like 8 seconds quicker, and you know, which from my supercar testing, which you've probably seen, I'll leave a link anyway, you could see it was like 8 seconds quicker, just from basically one track, and it was pretty insane. So in a way that is kind of a good thing, but then why would anyone buy the RE7B if it's only 1 second quicker when they can have a lot cheaper car for this, you know, for the same performance, which looks nicer, and you know, things like that. So maybe they should have just put that in its own class. Like, they don't need to cap them and bring them down to supers because they know they messed up. So these are the main issues. These are the main issues. You've got the Sterling GT for some reason going into the sports category. You've got no longer GTA mode, which is the biggest thing really, because why? And then you've only got, you know, spawning your car at a time once in a GTA mode, when, you know, if your friend needs a car, you can only do that once, and if you've got someone else that needs it, then you're going to have to get someone else. And no more stancing, no more car meets that are going to look cool. You know, you can still do car meets, but at the end of the day, it's they've really, I think they've messed up, and they could patch it. You know, it's easy patchable, but why patch it in the first place? You know, why do something and then do it again over? So it's stupid. And there's obviously a few good things that I've noticed as well. For example, if your car's impounded, then you can just simply still race with it, which is quite cool. You don't have to go to the impound and get it out and things like that. So they're good. They're good features, making it easier for us to race. But things like moving cars and restricting, you know, restricting spawning cars and events. Rockstar know people use GTA mode to mess around in races and do that, and they've no need to do this. So these are some of the gripes that are in the Biker DLC. Hopefully they get patched. Remember, make sure you upvote the post down below for the GTA mode, because that is pretty much the most important thing. And but yeah, make sure you go do that. So we need to get a lot of attention. Bruffy made a video on this as well, so hopefully 2 videos talking about the same sort of thing will sort of get their attention into patching all this stuff, and mainly the GTA mode. But anyway guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Just a quick update on the Bikers DLC and why I really think it's kind of fucked up, to be honest with you. But hopefully you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Cheers.